early to start trying to fight for that priority. Yes, they are now down in CS, but they are able to play a little bit more active in the lanes due to the use of the early summoner spell.
And it just shows you that flip of sending the Kiana top side, the kill pressure that wouldn't have been there with a KO. Karsa
as well.
watching on.
And I want to point out that Uzi in game number 1 also had a terrific Ezreal game. At 17 minutes, he had completed Trinity Force, Boots 2, as well as upgraded Manamune, which at that stage of the game is so ridiculously strong, but I wasn't able to convert that advantage into any real meaningful team fight. We'll see whether this game is different.
What we are seeing RNG do as a team, though, is convert lane pressure and the fact that Lyra had to pick up the minion wave in mid when Damonte backed, just running straight at the Drake.
As well as the Kai'Sa, you are probably looking at a very good scaling advantage for Clutch, and they're not playing a hard-to-execute comp. It's just everyone get in there, throw people into the wall, and see if you can make a fight happen.
Amusingly, the gold lead's actually a little bit misleading because 600 of it is between the supports, and that's just because Vulcan hasn't been able to walk up and poke. Speaking of Vulcan.
Oh, the quickness comes in. There's Cody-san dashing in. Uzi's the target. He's taken out. Traded 1-for-1, but the kill credit secured by the bot laner of Clutch. While that's going on, Huni finds a stun onto Langxing. That's a supreme display of talent against the wall. Lyra joins the fray and sinks down the prey.
Big kills coming through on both sides of the rift. Ming picking up the kill credit for both the kills so far on bot side. But CG do use that duo power, and they're not done.
No, they're not. Hail of Blades is doing so much work. The Void Rush comes in. Huni manages to help secure the kill. Lyra gets the unburrow, and Xiaohu manages to step into the shroud
situation
for now.
Against Clutch's trio.
And it also looked like just a lack of understanding, as hold the thought, because bottom lane turret might go down.
It will indeed. 11.5 minutes on the clock. While we were in the replay, that picture-in-picture came up. Clutch Gaming secured the Rift Herald as well. So while they have conceded turret first blood, you can see that in the inventory of Lyra, who has had a fantastic performance in the early stages of the game, already got Warrior Enchant complete, and can look to set up a play with the Heralds.
However, that Herald shouldn't mean as much, because right now you should be able to hold the thought.
Trade damage coming in. Langxing throws down the World Ender. Not going to be able to land any skill shots.
Respectfully on this bottom side of the map, they went nice and early, so there isn't the ability to rotate just yet, and Clutch starting to fight back into this game.
Yeah, they're attacking the single member here of Zhao, who does not have the ability to walk up and wave. There's so many plates being cashed up, but it feels like the gold pinatas everywhere are getting tapped out.
Definitely the case. Huni's doing what he can to clear the minion wave. It's not going to be enough right now. Tower's not yet fallen in the bottom lane, and RNG are on a race against time. 30 seconds before turret plating will drop. Turrets are evened out at 1-1, but another plate falls top. Vulcan and Lyra sitting on a potential...
But now at least they control bot side river, so we'll be an uncontested second. Cloud Drake here for some rotational play for RNG. The next shop is where things really kick into high gear for RNG, and Clutch will need to outnumber
all that additional CS. And now, it's a bad move.
It absolutely is. I mean, this just exceptionally well played. Lyra and Huni have had Langxing's number this entire game.
Yeah, I mean, that's just lack of respect again. I mean, we spoke about it before, but they are pushing and moving towards their strong side of the map. This is what Vision creates for you. Disjointed numbers.
Is that there's multiple access routes to the mid lane that can be warded or spot you out. Given how this is being set up, a sweep comes through from the Duskblade, Lyra comes over a wall, and every single time that will be trying to make it work. And so far here, their game plan hasn't looked a distinct second to RNG's.
Absolutely not the case, and we get to evaluate both teams' mid games as we move forward. Now, Huni's going to step forward. He's already got a lot of damage going golden there. That's a lot of trouble for RNG. But the first victim is going to be Vulcan. Karsa manages to escape somehow. Cody-san uses the ultimate to dive towards the back line. But here comes Langxing. Xiaohu dives forward as well. And Damonte's ultimate will buy just enough time for Cody-san to flash. But the true shot barrage sends him packing.
And we see what happens when you fight in the same lane as Uzi, not able to blow up Karsa. Very good use of that stopwatch. And now RNG will look to siege down mid.
Sometimes that stopwatch is worth thousands of gold, and it feels like that fight would have absolutely tumbled through if their frontline Jarvan had been taken down. Now, suddenly, a lot of map control is ceded to RNG, and of course, the kill.
And an interesting call here,
Damonte
because
with marginal leads of their respective counterparts. If by some miracle, the Kayle Kiana can catch Ezreal, it'll go well, and this is a good example of what you can do to Castle when he doesn't have a stopwatch to read. Lyra will get the defensive ultimate. Will be secured here. Ocean, simply no pressure from Clutch. If you look at the minimap, Their priority is in the top lane. They're trying to regain some Baron vision.
And that's kind of the scaling component of their comp now, right? All of these Drakes, 4 pre-25 minutes. We have a 5th, a 6th even could spawn this game if it was taken basically instantly. Longxing finds 2 people.
Longxing may live to regret that decision. World Ender comes up, and he's going to get run down. Puts a lot of damage, though. Vulcan's in trouble. Forced to flash with his life. The fight's not over yet. Supreme Display of Talent's already been used. Huni's going to get dashed on. He gets slapped with a couple of shurikens. He escapes with his life, and Huni makes it out.
And it's just millimeters in the end that allows Huni to survive, but once again, clutch trade up. However, RNG continue to try and fight for this vision behind numbers.
Always love a bit of champion excellence as Huni shows us on his role swap top lane Kiana. Cody-san walks down. Now he's actually going all in.
Okay, now remember, there's no ultimate for Xiaohu. Cody-san's just going to run him down with the Manamune, and the Rage Blade ends up flashing forward. Gets the Hourglass proc as well. Takes a big chunk of damage, but that's a solo kill to Cody-san.
Vision, only 2 members. It is going to also be an Ardent. This could be a Baron Sneak.
Clutch have no idea.
No response whatsoever. Look at the minimap. This is just going to be easily secured. Every objective in the Dragon and Baron pit, RNG will be able to secure. W will connect from Cody-san, but it doesn't matter. And a fantastic map.
Pantomime that you know about the Baron being started. It wasn't his mid lane.
That's another engage. Karsa's in trouble, and so far it's actually Huni that's blown up. Karsa escapes with his life. Vulcan's running away. Uzi is looking to finish it off. He's got the second of the fight so far. Karsa and Uzi are chasing. Demonte starting to step back. Cody-san gets tagged by a Mystic Shot. He's blown up. It's a double kill for Uzi. Now Lyra's running for his life. This, by the way, while Longxing is pushing in the top lane, Lyra goes down, and RNG are looking at the base.
And in a genuine 4v5, they run over the entirety of Clutch. This game was so close to parity, but once that Baron was obtained, RNG just hit the switch.
Uzi just follows his top laner who didn't want to group. Single player Aatrox going to be able to break through the top side of the map. Game probably doesn't end here, but I feel like the straw that broke the camel's back was very visible.
15-second death timers for several members of Clutch. The inhibitor is being taken down. RNG, they're still stepping forward. Damonte is going to be able to clear this wave out as RNG back away. In the blink of an eye, 5,500 gold is the Baron power play. Thus far, the base is broken open, and you
the
have
price
to feel
as well as it's open season on the members of Clutch. Speaking of, they're fighting again.
And we jump back into the action. Karsa's already did this time. Remember, look at the damage! Longxing and Xiaohu obliterate the North Americans. That's a triple kill already, and Longxing is tower diving. He picks up the ace, and that will be the game for RNG.
He just dunks him. Everyone trapped in that Cataclysm already. The summoner spells had been burned, and RNG take over.
Uzi's Ezreal hidden passive, also so much damage out of the True Shot Barrage. The dive trio gets it done, and RNG take down Clutch in the 4th game of the day.
The game ended in such a different tone to the 25 minutes that preceded. RNG will eliminate Clutch to make them go 0-5. They're not done just yet. A couple extra kills before the Nexus falls, and Huni will be blown up. RNG